All that I ever knew was the street. I was born in it, I was raised in it, and I'll probably die in it. But one thing has always kept me going: the pride, the strength, the insatiable quest for greatness. For me, Kuti is that boy that never gives up. For me, Kuti is resistance.
The relationship of Kuti as a brand to the street is strong. Kuti is dedicated to every young man out there who is trying to put out excellence in spite of all the decadence around them, in spite of all the trash that we wake up to see every morning, in spite of all the traffic, the jam that we have to go through every day to actually get somewhere. Kuti is dedicated to everybody who has gone through the streets of is actually an Afro-centric design. It's a culture, urban culture design where you see bits of African patterns that is overlaid with the freedom, the Kuti freedom trademark, which is like fella with his 2 fists up in the air. Like, it's, as long as I'm concerned, like, I don't know whose meaning it is, but I see freedom in it. Material selecting is an amazing, because for me it's an adventure. Like, I have to feel the materials, I have to raise them up, I have to check the color, I have to be sure I'm getting the right color that blends with, you know, all those processes. Is like one hell of a job as long as I'm concerned, you know. Black and white is it's not just a color for Blackboy, it's a culture. You know, black and white, it's either good or bad, it's either bright or dark, it's either, you know, so black and white it is for Blackboy. Like, we're a monochrome inspired brand. We feel colors actually tell stories. The stitches, of course, Wells Clothing, yeah, did an amazing job. And you see, that's actually a very tricky part of the whole business, because that's that point where you need to sit down with them to be sure that no stitch is bending, no stitch is going wrong, you know, and you have to be there all through, you know. It's actually the struggle. I have to talk about the monogramming. This process is one of the most important parts, because it brings out the quality in our work. It tells you that this is not the regular kind of clothing you get to see every day. I have to give a big shout out to Heavy Monogram for that. They did an amazing job. You have to talk about pressing. Okay, now I'm done with the clothing. I have to get the design imprinted on the outfit and all that, you know. Basically, when you're done at that point, then you talk about branding, packaging, you know, putting the clothes in the pack, getting them, getting the right kind of packaging material, you know, and all that. Me, that's another different part of the job. So basically, this goes to tell you the processes that is undergone to create just a piece of the Kuti collection. Like, it's a whole process. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this point, with all said and done, I'm so happy to present to you a masterpiece, a classic work of art, an epitome of skill, style, an amazing representation of excellence, hard work, and dedication, of course. I'm presenting to you Kuti.